Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just come across this article, was researching some other MJ plays. That's about all I've been working on since Friday. This is the 6 best MJ ETFs of 2021. And as you follow my channel, I've already talked about quite a few different ETFs here on the channel. I have quite a few. I believe if you're in MJ, you need to diversify into some of the ETFs. They're kind of nice. Each one of them has a basket of anywhere from 8 to 10 different individual MJ stocks, and plus you get a dividend on them as well. So a little bit safer play. Plus the dividend adds up. Kind of nice. You can put it on drip, so it's automatically invested, or take the cash and buy something else, or live on the cash if you have enough shares. But this is the 6 best MJ ETFs of 2021, and we'll go through them. And I've already talked about quite a few of these on the channel, but this is putting them all together. A decade ago, you'd have to be high to think you could have make money off of MJ stocks because that didn't exist. Today, legal MJ has become a genuine growth industry, and investment opportunities abound. For that, you can thank the rising number of states that have legalized MJ for both recreational and medical uses. You can tap into the market for legal and licensed MJ by buying MJ stocks or exchange-traded funds. And so, like I said, I've talked about quite a few of these already. The state and jurisdictions where recreational MJ is legal, of course, Colorado, Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Washington, D.C., California, Maine, Massachusetts, Nevada, Michigan, Vermont, Guam, Illinois, Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, New Mexico, and Connecticut. Meanwhile, a total of 36 states, plus the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, have approved the medical use of MJ. Understanding the risk of investing in MJ ETFs, the main risk of investing is that the legal MJ industry is still very young. You have a limited number of stocks to choose from, and those that do exist haven't had that much time to build up a financial track record. So if you're getting into these, watch some of my videos on them, or do your own due diligence and see which companies that each of these ETFs are made up of, and research those companies to see if they're profitable. Some are and some are not. Another risk is that the MJ laws and tax rules tend to be all over the map in the United States, but literally and figuratively, federal law still classifies MJ as a Schedule I substance under the Controlled Substance Act. And so maybe someday we'll get this legalized on the federal level, but until then, we'll just have to wait. So meaning it is considered to have a high potential for dependency with no accepted medical use, making distribution of MJ a federal offense, even in the states where MJ is legal. Laws vary over how it can be sold, used, and taxed. The top MJ ETFs to consider, and there's diversification with the ETFs, so you can get protection in an industry prone to extreme moves. The first one is the one that I hold the most of. It's the ticker MJ. It's the ETF Alternative Harvest. Launched in 2015, has grown into the biggest MJ focused ETF out there with nearly $2 billion in assets. This one gives a dividend. The ETF tracks the Prime Alternative Harvest. So the top 3 holdings are Tilray. I just did a video on Tilray. Just did another video that talked about Grow Generation. You can find tons of Grow Generation videos in my library, as well as CGC. I just did a video on them tonight. As of July 2021, MJ owns about 30 stocks, but its annual portfolio turnover ratio as high as 46%, which has suggested that the fund managers flip stocks regularly to generate income. Sorry about that. And pay dividends as noted by seeking alpha. Next is the MJ ETF, THCX. I've talked about this one on the channel as well. So that follows an index of companies that cultivate, produce, distribute MJ for medical and recreational purposes. It started trading in July of 19. The top three are Tilray, CGC, and Village Family Farms. I've talked about Tilray just here today or Friday. CGC, I just talked about it here today. And I've talked about Village Family Farms in the past as well. This one I do not have, so I'm kind of glad I found this article. I'm going to be looking into this one as well. TOKE targets from 20 to 50 of the top companies in the MJ space and puts 80% of its asset in MJ companies that exist across a broad market spectrum of micro, small, and mid-cap stocks. Fairly low expense of 0.42%, so that is another factor you need to watch in regards to these ETFs, as the it's just the expense ratio period. Hopefully they're low, the ones that you get into, but you'll just have to do your own DD on those. So Cambria's top three holdings as of the mid-July are Tilray, IIPR, and Constellation Brands. So we're kind of seeing a Tilray in quite a few of these, so every one of them so far. And CGC is another popular one. And next we have Advisor Shares, Pure. I just did a video on this a while back, MSOS. I think I missed on TOKE here. Fairly low expense with Tilray, IIPR. I've done numerous videos on that one as well. That one is actually a REIT. You give it a dividend, really nice. And next, MSOS, the Advisor Shares Pure US. It manages, can react accordingly to daily market movements. The MJ began trading in September of 2020, so this is a brand new one. Top holdings are Green Thumb Industries, Cureleaf, I just did a video on, Trueleaf, I just did a video on. This ETF offers exposure to large US MJ operators through some of the companies it holds, and it gets a lot of market attention as reported by US News and World Report. So this one is profitable by going through my video, and this one is profitable, and I believe Green Thumb's is as well. I don't have any Green Thumb, and I don't know if I've covered it, but maybe once or twice. But a lot of these other ones I've covered numerous times. So Amplify, Seymour, CNBS, pretty much close to this word. So Pure Play companies make up 80% of the stock holdings as of late June. CNBS had more than doubled its value over the previous year. Its largest holdings were WM Technology, MAPS. I've talked about MAPS in the past. Here we are with Tilray again. Here we are with VFF, and of course CGC again. So very popular ones. Advisor Shares on YOLO. And I like this name, you only live once, so YOLO, I've done videos on it as well. Top three are again Village Family Farms, IIPR, and Grow Generation. Very safe one. So VFF is growth a little bit, nothing compared to IIPR or Grow Generation. Those have both been very good growth, and just like the name, Grow Generation. So but that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of them. So six best Can't count tonight. MJ ETFs for 2021. If you have any of those, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis and how many shares you have, and if you have any other ETFs that we could go over, that would be interesting to know as well. So again, they were MJ, THCX, TOKE, MSOS, CNBC, or CNBS. That's a CNBC is a bunch of, well, that's a good, but other news is BS. But and then YOLO. So, and like I said, I've covered all these, and you'll find all those in the description as well. I'll go ahead and link those as well. But that's the 6 best ETFs for 2021. Again, I thank you for watching. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.